API Conference, Elevating API Literacy.
Like I said, I'm a software engineer, and I'm supposed to give this talk to my friend. So next slide, browser APIs, things you need to know. How many people here are like front-end devs? How many people here are back-end devs? How many people here write Node.js? I mean, Node.js rather, or write Express or something. Yeah, so JavaScript is very fun, it's crazy, so many things. Node.js happens to be the runtime environment for like you backend guys. Yeah, let me not say that, that's very funny. Node.js happens to be the runtime environment for backends for JavaScript and so many other runtimes. There are so many other runtimes as well. But the browsers, Chrome, Safari, what other browser do you know? Arc. I'm not sure what you're saying, but like, yeah, so all those browsers are like the runtime environments for front-end developers or for front-end JavaScript, so client-side JavaScript. So yeah, browser APIs are just things that the browser gives you via JavaScript through interfaces or anything of the sort. So moving on. Yeah, so browser APIs. So browser APIs are built-in interfaces provided by web browsers that allows developers to interact with and manipulate web content electronically. And browser features such as DOM, multimedia, storage, and network requests. So the browser happens to be so generous, and they want to help your like developers of Chrome or any browser you use as a front-end person of building a client-side application. So it provides so many of these APIs that you can interact with. Like you just call them like maybe from JavaScript or something, and write the script to perform an action, and that happens for you. Yeah, like I said, browser APIs give you so many features to interact with DOM, multimedia, storage, and network requests from the browser. So there are tons of browser APIs. It's supposed to be GIF and chip. Yeah, I don't know why it's not but yeah, there are tons of browser APIs, and you can go to the MDN docs. If you are a developer here, I think you should know MDN, right? Yeah, everybody here knows MDN, right? Yeah, alright. Yeah, so MDN is like the OG of like stuff. Or yeah. So moving on. So you might not believe me because yes, it's GIF folks. So you might not believe me because maybe we've not seen implementations of raw JavaScript APIs being used in our applications. I know most of us here probably use frameworks or use abstractions or browser APIs. You probably just install a package. We are trying to like, I don't know. Yeah, I think we install packages for like carousels, right? There's like, yeah, what's that package?
That's the package.
Yeah, so we install like packages for like even the littlest of things. So, so probably install packages to do some of the things that these APIs do. So yeah, I'll be working with these APIs today. I'll give one for you to go and try yourself. Yes, 3 actually to like go and try yourself and play with. But yeah, intersection observer API, clipboard API, network information API, resize observer API, battery status API, web audio API, yeah, everything ends with API, so you always say API, let me continue. Credential management API, performance observer API, device orientation API, and file access. You guys just want now, file access. API. So moving on. Yeah, these APIs are like really fun APIs. They're like tons of API, like I said. If I go to browser is great. I need to show that ends here, which is still relatively good. So if I went to like MDN now to like check out their APIs, you see like I think they have from like A to Z so many APIs like I actually use and interact with other. So moving on. Yeah, this is a workshop, like I said, and there's a GitHub link for all the code for it. So me and my friend on Thursday, it's just Saturday, so like Friday, we actually last minute thing. So we built like a simple web app to actually showcase all the APIs. So yeah, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to give like a full walkthrough of that. So I need to drop my mic. Yeah, I can still hold the mic actually. So if you go to browser APIs, browser-APIs.app, rather. So I said app. It's a Yoruba factor. So the app. So you can actually see the applications. The demos that we built there. So I'm going to showcase these and I'll actually give you a code walkthrough. We will walk through the code together so that you can see the logic behind some of these things. So yeah, so there's like a battery status API. Like currently my laptop is how many percent? How do I check that now? It's supposed to be showing up here. How do I, this thing is, and so, okay, so currently my battery is, you can probably see there, 80%, and on this unrelated, very unrelated websites that we just happen to go through via a link, I'm able to like access through an API that Chrome has created to my computer somewhere, somehow. I'm able to access my battery's API, my computer's API, my computer's battery percentage, and I'm showcasing it here. Here for you, like you're saying it's charging. No, I can check the charging status as well. It has a method that I can call on that interface to actually tell me whether or not my battery is charging. And we have this very fun, cool animation at the bottom here. So if the battery happens to drop below 20%, that animation will stop. So we actually did some cool logic there. But yeah, I don't think I can physically bring down my battery percentage. But maybe if your battery is actually low and you go to this website, maybe you can see it. Yeah, but like that's one API. And yeah, you can see animation stops when the battery level is below the low battery threshold. Yep. So I tried like 90 and then the animation stopped, it became red. You see that? You can see from there live, right? Yeah. So next API, clipboard. So clipboard manager, this very simple app that we built. And yeah, let me showcase this. So I'm just going to type something random. Copy paste. So copy. Let me show it on the screen. I was using the shortcut. So that's how I'm going to copy. I'm coming here and I just paste from clipboard. So this is using a raw browser API, the clipboard API. So we happen to find a way rather to hook into the clipboard of your computer. JavaScript already does that, but I'm just using it. These APIs are already available, but we just use them. So we went to, you use that API, such that when you copy anything, you can just come here to this page, paste it, or you can actually write it here, copy, then paste from clipboard, and then it's like appear at the bottom there. Very cool stuff, right? Yeah, so credential management, yeah, I'm going to like privacy provider. Let me just go to the ones where we actually build. So intersection observer. So this one is like checking your viewports. That's what intersection observer does. So it currently checks like your current viewports, and based on that you can perform any action you want. So we did like here pagination thing, like an infinite scroll stuff. So I'm going to keep scrolling. When I get to the bottom, keep fetching new items, loading, keep scrolling, because we had like a cap, so we stopped it. You see that? So intersection observer enables this. Now network information. So currently my network is bad. I'm connected to like my phone's network. So it's showing like 3G. But I can throttle this network. So this API allows us to like check your network. You've probably seen those apps like I think Google Meet does this, right? So, like if your network is like bad, it just tells you like, oh, your network is unstable or something like that, right? You've probably seen that like if you're at a meeting and you're in the trenches. Like, I've seen that a lot. Like me, I'm sure so you've probably seen that a lot. So yeah, let's check this out. Let's throttle this network and let's see what happens. So based on wherever our network is, it's like refresh and then fetch a new image or something. The throttle is like up here. I was in a meeting when you asked me before, so I don't think I would forget. It's always here. So, where? Oh yeah, sorry, I've seen it. Yeah, thank you. So let's put this like slow 3G. Let's see what happens. Current network speed becomes 2G. Okay, I think it's still fetching. It's very, very slow. Why did I do this? Yeah, the image changes and then it shows the current network speed as 2G. You see that, right? We're just hooking into like the network of your computer. We're simulating the network anyways now because the browser has the ability to actually change your network speed and based on that, do whatever you want or show your user that your network is unstable, leave the trenches. Or see your way out or something. sorry. So, offline, I don't think it's just like stop. Oh, he actually still does something, but it goes back to watching. So, I'll be a pog, we'll fix that, don't worry. So, no throttling, let's go back. So, yeah, next API, performance observer. So, if you have done like a timer thing or something like that, you've probably seen like performance, right? Like, there's this there's this interface that you call like performance.now or something like that. Probably seen it. I said nobody has really the time I. Did you guys like do like to do apps too? Who are the beginners here like me that did timers when we were learning now? Yes, okay. So you probably use like performance or sets interval or something, or use use animation, use request animation frames or something like that, so like timers. So there are like 3 methods. So performance now is like one of them. So the performance can actually like you can use like set the timer, start and end the timer. So in this use case, I'm using the performance observer API to actually check performance. In this case, yeah, that's what I should because what I'm doing in the code, which I'll show in a bit, is that I start a timer of like 5 seconds. I mean, set timer, I do a set timer of 5 seconds. You know, set timers is asynchronous, right? So it kind of does like a promise kind of vibe thing. You guys get that right? So with your performance observer, I'm able to like check how long it will take for that operation to run. Most of your like performance tools, they hook into your performance observer API to like check certain things, load time of your images, probably seen Sentry or Datadog or something like that, right? You guys have seen those things, right? So if on your browser, some of them hook into these things, or Lighthouse even, and stuff like that. So I start a task now, for example. So 5 seconds. So I supposed to count. So this show me. Yeah. Should we do it again? So just count. Sorry, Basil. Sorry, Basil is right. So moving on. Okay, let me do this again. So now let's count, right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah, it's 5 seconds on that. Yeah, so 5 seconds, and then it actually shows you the duration. So I'll show you the code now. We actually did like set timers, and we had like that timeout thing that was simulating the synchronous operation, right? That's completed. Yeah. So resize observer. So now this one's actually cool. It was like very fun to implement this. So yeah, but it's clean. Yeah, let me just still just try. So now this scrollable input thing. This is a dragger. I forgot what the HTML native name is, but you know what scrollable stuff is, right? Range, exactly. Yeah. So now watch what's going to happen. So we are doing this very crazy operation where it's not that crazy actually. I was just trying to use it to exaggerate. But we are doing this operation where we are actually doing like CSS to check if the size, if this range is increased. If this range increases, then we hook into that part of like our browser from that API, and then we're able to like just increase the size, like I did like a math operation, just like multiply the size by something. Yeah, so let me just show you enough talk. So let's increase this. Yeah, this way. Yeah. Probably on your phone, if you try it, you see it that it will like expand and text becomes so big and stuff like that, and so it's not like widening and stuff like that. So that's what this performance observer like grants us access to. And then web audio. So this web audio visualizer, yeah, something is going to happen now. With this web audio visualizer, the play button is this thing is, yeah, we didn't like have time to like do enough responsiveness, but it does some. Where's it? I can zoom out. Oh, I can't. I've done that. I could have just done that, sorry. Yeah, so the web audio visualizer. So we've used this thing where JavaScript has an audio, I have something called the web audio API, I showed you that. So it creates an audio context. And from that audio context, you're able to like perform certain operations like audio. Either play, pause, manipulate, or some sort, like maybe from that audio create a buffer so that you can get how long it is. Or like chop it or something like that. You know what chop, right? Like chop the audio or something like that. So let's do this now. So I play this, and then based on this, we're actually using 2 APIs here because we're using Canvas 5 API, HTML5 Canvas API. You guys know the Canvas API, right? Like that does like animations on your screen from like native HTML. No animations, but like, yeah, it does animations actually, but like 3GS uses it underneath. For like, if you have seen like very crazy 3D rendering and stuff like that, they use Canvas API, the native Canvas HTML API with some other things built on it. So now Yeah, this will probably work. But let's play the start person. So this would like load in an audio, and then start showing animations on the screen there for like a what's it called? That like visualizer thing. Wow. So let me just like start to look up. Zoom out. I have the local one running actually, so I just go to localhost. Yeah, so here, zoom out again. Thank you, by the way, buddy. Shout out to him. He's an amazing person. So this was like say audio. And based on that audio, it's supposed to like show. Yeah, actually, but so based on that, like using the HTML canvas 5 API, and then it's going to like show like the visualizer based on like the amplitude of the song. We used HTML canvas 5 and the audio API to make this happen. Because if you look at the way Shane Vibe is singing and the picture, oh wow, just stop. Okay, I haven't spoken and said anything yet, so watch. Based on that, like vibrates more when he starts like singing and stuff. So based on that, so stop. Yeah, that's not. So if you don't like Shane Vibe, I'm really sorry. So now let's go to code. Enough talk. So back here. Wow. So yeah, okay, I actually have to zoom in here. I don't think zoom out will because yeah. So batch status API, so code walkthrough. So I have this thing called Blockman. It's what's showing this black thing up. Using it for like years. So I use it for like focusing on. Yeah, I just saw it randomly on like one YouTuber I liked one, so I installed it. That's why I'm seeing all this black thing. Sorry, just like to grab my attention so that part of the code. So code walkthrough for the batch status API. So this was a decision that was not very, it wasn't actually, it wasn't second guessed, but we happened to use React. I'm very sorry about that. So we were supposed to like write to just plain JavaScript and hook it to the DOM with DOM APIs and stuff like that. You know those APIs that actually use like call DOM things like text content, query selector, you know those things are like also another APIs on itself, in itself, right? Yeah, you guys are senior devs. Yeah, come on. Yeah, you guys should train me and help my life. So, batch status app. So yeah, we are just like doing like a normal app here because the way we architected this this demo app here, it's just it's several apps in one. So if you look at the main.jsx, if you don't know React, I'm extremely sorry. So we just have like this immediately invoke function expression. If you know what's it called, ES6, sorry. If you know ES6, you probably know IIF here, right? It's like immediately invoke function expression. So we're like a main app thing that loads all our JavaScript files, our TSX files as like buffers, and then we're rendering them. That's why you see that list of things. So it's actually several React applications. There's several DOMs rather rendering as rendering as one. So back here, enough talk. Let me actually show you what this is. Yes. Can you see this? No. A little bit. Oh, sorry. It's not. So I'm actually have to send you the GitHub link so that you can go check it out, or I can literally like ship another version from the GitHub link on the website, so you can check it there immediately. But yeah, in batch level API, we are creating several states to handle several of those things that you are seeing, like if it's charging, this battery threshold, and the battery level as well. So on initial render, whenever the battery threshold changes, we are getting the battery information from our navigator, which in this case we know is what's the navigator? What's the navigator, everyone? Does anybody know what the navigator is? If you know what the navigator is in this context, you are actually, I'm not thinking we are that one. We are going to, who wants to say what the navigator is? Does anybody know? I actually just like started the talk by saying the browser is the runtime for JavaScript on the client. So does anybody know what navigator is? Navigator is the browser. Okay, So, yeah, sorry, I'm really sorry. I just have to break it down. Okay, moving on. So, yeah, we get batching information from the navigator, and then from there, we set all the states that yeah, sorry, I'm very sorry. They're about to chase around the stage. So, check out this GitHub link to see all the APIs that I talked about. Where's my slide? Yeah. Check out this link. I can click it.
I showed us.
Take you something. So if I can play with it. It's open source. Make a PR if you feel you don't like what we have done, or if you don't like Shady Vibes, remove the song. It's essentially an assets file. I'll put another song there. I'll PR it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll check it out.
API Conference, Elevating API Literacy.